Reaching 200 subscribers got me in a good mood. And what better way to give back to the guys that are responsible for all of this to show them how I normally start my Kenshi games. It is a beginner friendly and I will be giving talking points on what to do and how I normally set my game up so I'm not worried about much stuff in a later game. We're going to be starting with the Wanderer origin because I think it's the most beginner friendly and it's at the right location. I'm also going to leave timestamps in the video so that we can look at 3 things that we need: money, equipment and training. Let's start at character creation. I recommend choosing the Hive Prince as our starting character. Not only do they have many buffs for ninja or swordsman builds, but they only need to eat half of what a human would eat, and food is a problem at the beginning of Kenshi. Let's talk about money first. Now that we've spawned in, what I would do is look for 2 things. Look for roaming dust bandits, and 2, starting mining copper. I know many people think that's controversial, but we only need to get 500 more cats to start off with. When we start mining, we want to start looking out for dust bandits. We can speed up the money process by leading them to the hub, which is the starting town of the Wanderer origin, and letting the guards beat the shit out of them so we can sell their stuff. But the mining process will only take a couple minutes anyway. Now we've got our hard-earned copper, we want to run into the bar and the hub and sell it. I went for a bit more just in case, but really we'll need to get 4 copper, because what we're going to be doing is buying a medium backpack. If you've been around the channel for a while, or you've seen my first video I ever uploaded, you'll know where we're going next. We're going to be heading to Squin to buy a medium backpack so we can get started on our cash run. Now that we're in Squin, we want to head to the travel shop and purchase a medium backpack, and also, if we have the necessary funds, a standard medkit. We're now ready for our journey. We're going to be heading to this island here. I recommend following the path on the map, which has hive villages which are friendly to the player and will defend them. If we did pick the Hiver origin, character creation, they will not trade with us. So we are going to have to lug all this to the nearest town once we've got the loot from there. The path should look like this. We're heading into Vane now, a dangerous location, so make sure you keep away from the wildlife because they will shit you up. If you have to run away from wildlife, this is one of the hive villages. They will attack any hostile creature that comes into contact with them, so treat them like refuges when you come into trouble. If we walk over here, you'll see the hive drones and hive soldiers. These are the people that will come to your aid if you're attacked by things like beak things or gorillas. After following the path, we should arrive at the edge. We want to head to this island here, and because we're a hiver, we won't take damage from the acid water and we'll level up our swimming quite fast. Watch out for roaming beak things though, because they are alarmingly good swimmers and they will fuck you up. Now that we're on the island, we want to loot this abandoned outpost. There are various storage containers around and we don't want to miss a single one, as it's all money for us. The lockpicking isn't like other games like Skyrim or Fallout where we need lockpicks, as all we need is the appropriate skill level and we'll level up on these anyway, as they all can be picked from level 1. There are also tools in some of the chests, and the tools will allow you to pick for locks regardless of their level. Now that we've looted the outpost fully, we want to make our way back to the shore. This will level up our swimming more and we can now make our way to sell our loot, which will rake in a massive profit, because not only do we have robotic limbs, we also have some rare weapons. This is also what it looks like if you try to swim in the acid rain when you're a human. This part is the most dangerous of the guide. As we are over encumbered, we want to take our steps very carefully because we'll be at a speed disadvantage, so make sure to look both ways before travelling, and don't be afraid to stay in the villages for a while. You can either save scum like a good little bitch, or you can shad it and fucking one-run it. We've made it to the first village now, which is a relief. Our plan now is to make it to the central village, which is 3 down, and book it to Admag, the Shek town, which is the safest and closest town to get to and sell off our goods. We're out the danger zone now, boys. Let's get some cats in. We have earned it. Now that we're in a shop, we can decide if we want to keep anything. If you like heavy weapons, I'd recommend keeping the plank we acquired because it's quite good and there's no point wasting money on another one. But I heavily recommend keeping the engineering research because they are quite rare. All the other stuff like components and plates we might as well sell off, especially the robotic limbs because they're the bulk of the money that we're going to get. We've now made 38,000 cats and it's only day 4. Now let's go on to the next step, which would be equipment and housing. Now that we want equipment and a base / house, we want to go to Mongrel, the only town in the Foglands. But before we go there, we want to make sure our running speed is at least 19 miles an hour so we can outrun the Fogmen there. We can simply run in circles with light inventory to start levelling up our athletics and making sure we don't have any armour debuffs. Lore-wise, the Fog Islands is the deadliest place in the game. With its lack of food and roaming bands of homicidal hordes of stick insects, It seems like a good place to die early. But genuinely I would recommend it for beginners, because if you take the necessary steps, it's a trove of money and skill grinding, and as well as a lovely atmosphere. I mean, look at it. Homicide everywhere. We've nearly reached the town, so it's popped up on our maps, but we've caught the attention of these fine carnivorous gentlemen. Not to worry though, they can't catch up to us as we match them in speed. If you need any more proof that this place is a haven of safety, watch these two local neighbourhood watchmen mutilate this fogman. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Now that we know we're safe, it's time to get home base sorted. By simply paying a one-time payment of 14,000 cats, we can evict these now homeless shit people and step into our new home. Life seems good. Now for equipment, not only does the town have an armour and ranger shop, it also has a weapons shop that sells many high-level weapons and also has a guaranteed spawn of a masterwork samurai armour. Shout out to my dude Endrunner, who commented that the samurai armour is actually guaranteed for all playthroughs. He commented on my 5 underrated features, so thank you for that, buddy. And if that helps anyone, please go thank him. I'm going to buy a katana because as a hive prince I get dexterity bonuses, and come on, it's fucking katana, it's the best weapon in the game. I also bought some medium and heavy armour, which was nicely priced, so now I have a fighting chance in combat. Do I not look good? For the final part of equipment, I'm going to buy 3 builder materials to make a research bench. A fun fact that not many people know is that research benches also double as item storage, so I can throw whatever junk I come across into there, and I don't have to worry about losing it. This will be a good place to store the engineering research if you decide to keep it, or any other components. If you just press B and then go to the tech menu, and if sometimes it'll do this weird glitch, you'd have to click on it again. You can build it up, and if you have the appropriate equipment in your inventory, you'll get to building it straight away. Before we start training though, I want to pick up Beep. He can be found roaming the town. Beep will be watching from the sidelines to help after combat. It doesn't take a genius to know that Beep is literally dog shit at the fight from the start. So either invest in some armour, or maybe just stick him on block for now. Now that we're ready, we want to join a massive fight with a shit ton of fogmen and a guard or two fighting them. Our plan is to set ourselves to block by clicking this thing on the right here. And then we are going to just take a beating from the fogmen. Not only are we levelling our toughness and melee defense, 2 very, very important combat stats. After we fall, we will be picked up by the fogmen, who will keep attacking the town guards, who will promptly destroy the fogmen, so we have no worries about being eaten alive. Being picked up by these fogmen when no one is nearby is a certain death sentence, because we will be put on a pole and eaten alive by a fog prince. But because there is a guard nearby who is helping us, we do not have to worry about being fucking eaten by bug people, which I'm sure we can all agree is a good thing. And now Beep from the sideline is just going to heal us up. And now we can rinse and repeat until we've got a bit of money by hunting the fog princes, or until we've got good stats, and then we can start taking on some big bounties. Now you should be ready to take on Kenshi and make an army of unstoppable goons. This video was a bit different to make because I wanted to give back to all the supporters and give some hope to the new players of Kenshi to not give up on this amazing game. I said 2 videos ago, let's try for 200 subscribers by the end of the month. And you absolute fucking legend smashed it in 5 days. Like, what the fuck? Come on guys. It has been extremely motivating for me, and it brings me joy every time I see people commenting, liking the content I make, and even people who just leave bad reviews. I feel good because I believe that feedback, you know, it's like important for anything to grow really. It can show me what I need to do better at, what I'm lacking on. And so if anyone has anything about this video here, something I could have touched up upon more, if I said something wrong, feel free to just tell me what I did wrong, and then I can get back to it and then just sort it out. Because that's how I make the world, that's how the world goes around a bit. But speaking from the art a bit, it's been mental, the growth and the support. Like, I started this channel a month ago, literally just, I wanted to do videos just to try and help people a bit, and the first video got, I think, 100 views in like a day, and I was on holiday at that time, and I was just like, how the fuck has it got 100 views? I was expecting it to get like 2, but I saw the comments on that, people were just liking it, and they liked like me helping them with stuff. So I kept making more videos, and then eventually we passed 100 subscribers. That felt amazing, and I've been thinking, like, if I'd have got 100 subscribers earlier, like, I'd have been like, oh, it's nice I've got that, but you know, that's the biggest thing that scares me. Like, if a channel just kind of dies. But then I got to 200 not even 5 days later. Like, I was never expecting that, and the only people I've got to thank is you guys. Even viewing the video, like, just viewing it, when I see the views go up, it just makes me happy. And then if someone leaves a comment and stuff, if they've left a comment saying that I've helped them, that makes my day. And honestly, I love making these videos. My PC will be here within a couple of days, and I'm always going to be playing Kenshi, but I think it's good if I branch out. I think RimWorld would be a good one. But leave stuff in the comments below of games you'd like to see me play, and if one of them gets enough likes and attention, I'll get it, and then we'll see where we go from there. But thank you for that, guys, and remember to have a good one.